In my head, in my head, that theme song was way louder. Though not louder, way longer than that. What the heck? That was like 30 seconds. I'm not even done. Oh yeah, this is what the guy was talking about yesterday when he was saying you can exit to the dashboard or your desktop. So I was playing around with this yesterday, and I set a picture, and there was a trophy for doing so. Doki Doki. What is this game called? I'm typing it in. Yeah, literature club. Yo, it won't go. D Yeah, it doesn't show the new one yet. Like it just shows the regular game. It doesn't show the like this isn't the regular one. This is plus, but it just shows regular Doki Doki. Yeah, so this is it here. So this is what the guy was what he meant by uh well, last stream I mean. Someone was telling me that you could set the wallpapers or your desktop wallpaper, and I was like, does he mean on my computer? And I was like, oh. Then I backed out right after the stream ended and saw this. So supposedly while you're playing pictures, like there are pictures here and these aren't mine. Like the game has these. It has these pictures and then it has these. And I'm trying to maybe it's just taking pictures of the different scenes and stuff. Because I know I didn't take a picture of these poems. So maybe it's just like automatically taking certain pictures too on top of the ones that the game provides you. I wouldn't know. I'm no genius. All right, chat's done. Everything's on. I had breakfast, and now we're streaming. The last stream seemed long, but it was because I was talking for an hour and 30 minutes straight. So I guess it just seemed long because I was talking for so long. And even this one, that they already saved it. That's cool. It seems like they have all of the background images that we saw. Anything that we saw that was a different change is saved there. I don't want to touch the side stories because I think it has DLC. What are files? I don't want to play around in here. This seems dangerous. Let's see. Unable to open Yuri character unknown file type. Hmm. I guess they're all like that. Game. Audio. Well, this is cool. It's like an actual computer. Backup. Meeting notes. Update development timeline. New task. Test cases for new genetic module. Just nonsense, I guess. Test. File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. What is this? Disk copy merge. Like, is this? Does this have anything to do with the game, or is this like some side thing? Even these. What the heck? Oh yeah, I was looking at like there's like data entry jobs and stuff, and a lot of them they ask you like, oh no, I swear like the main question they were asking was, can you attach a file and send an email with the attached file on it? And I was like, yeah, you take it for granted if you know how to use a computer, but there's a lot of stuff that like, you know what's funny like about it? There's a lot of stuff that's like kind of hard to do, and if you want to see whether or not it's hard to do, try explaining it to someone who doesn't know how to do it. like telling them, "Oh, attach this file and then send this. Send it in an email." Or go and find something it's in the folder on the desktop, or explain to them how folders work. Then you're like, yeah, this is kind of weird if you don't know. If you don't know it, it's weird. It's weird to try to think about it. Oh yeah, like one time, someone saw my desktop. I didn't show it just now, and I'm not at the computer to show you guys. The game's loud. Is it loud? Yeah, the audio is crispy clear. Yeah, someone saw my desktop one time and they were like, "Oh, there's a lot of icons you have on your desktop. That means you have a lot of space." Like someone was judging how much icons could fit on the desktop as to how much space I have. And if you know, my desktop is a ultra wide, so it's really wide, so you can fit a lot of icons there. So it just looked, they thought it was a lot of space, like, and I was like, I never thought of it, like, I never thought that someone would look and think that, but I see why they would think that. Anyway, hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward the text you've already read. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Let's make sure that the desktop audio is muted. Why do I have to do that? Because, one time I left it on, it's muted. One time I left it and didn't mute it, and there was an echo because OBS was hearing the game and the Elgato like twice. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Dave. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Ehe? I'm just sitting. Wait, I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's pretty simple thing to get you. I'm thinking about something and that's why I'm missing out reading. Okay. I'm thinking because the game is really early. But I guess I have to stream early, it doesn't matter. And yeah, it's being saved anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have no reasons. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why? That's all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then, she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Ugh. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ahaha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Hey, I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her books as always. Uh-huh. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Dave to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is a fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Aha! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen often, but it's fun. It's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. What? Accept the revolution. Retribution. Oh, that. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whoa. Kia! Oh. That was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Eh? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. Whoa, what's today? Today's Thursday. Oh, hold up. If you didn't know, the next PS Plus game, I think it's A Plague's Tale, some wrestling game, and Black Ops 4. So what I'm gonna do is download Black Ops 4 now, so that when the people come back to it, I'll be a monster. We got Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, here we go. I'm wondering if it's just the base game. I'm pretty sure they'll give everyone the DLC for free, because it'll be pretty messed up if it's like, oh, what is this? I know I had Black Ops. Why does it show it like that? Why is the other one cost money? What's this? Black Ops 4. What in the world? To play this on the PS5, your system may yada yada. And it says this is the PS4 version. But that's this one too. This is the PS4 version. And the trophies, 7 of 103. I'm so confused. Deluxe edition? Oh, I don't have... That's the... What? The game is allowing me to buy the base game even though I have the deluxe edition? Huh. It seems kind of dangerous. That seems wildly dangerous. That they'll let you buy it even... Like, what if I didn't come there? What if I came here and just assumed I never bought it? Anyway, yeah, I'm going to download it now, play some of it, and then by next Tuesday, that's when the PS Plus games go live for everyone else, or go live for everyone on Tuesdays. I don't know if you knew that. I'll already be settled. Yep. So we got Cold War and this. Alright, back to the game. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Wait, one last thing. So where's the DLC? Is it not here? Cause I should have it. Or is it not? Is it already in there? See, these say purchased. But are they installed? You see, they say download. Dude, if I... What? This is the season pass. What in the world? Everything's separated. I'm just gonna wait for the game to turn on and then just download them from the game. There's a lot of stuff down there. Yeah, I don't want to download them and then they're already downloaded because I think the game will let you do it. Download them twice. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Woohoo! Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you guys heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... Ahaha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Hehe, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika closes the club door. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd at least look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dave. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up explaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. What's this closet she keeps going into? Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri was reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Yeah, like I feel like these parts where it keeps directing our attention towards her, or these dialogue things, I think it's because we're like on our path towards her. And depending on which girl you picked, that would be the one you'd be seeing these scenes with. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. This is what I mean about the whole, if this was at least hand-drawn, but it's a lot of work. If it was like, in a perfect world, these cutscene things would be hand-drawn and animated, and then, and voiced over it. Like an actual anime, but it isn't, so. You take what you get, and you don't get upset. Where are you two off to? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Oh, that's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve David in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Dave. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Whoa, she destroyed her. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Wait a second. I don't know why I thought the front door was open. Armando Sorto. What's up, Armando? Click that subscribe button for 10% off G Fuel. That's a whole lie. There's no 10%. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would that be? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Dave, I really like being friends with you. Aha! That was a laugh. That was supposed to be a laugh. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I kind of feel awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah? Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Like, every time they do it, I'm like, if this was animated, it would be a million times better. But no, all we get is pictures and our imagination. I'm in hell world. This is why I don't read books. I don't want to look at paper and imagine. Once you fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Like, I want to see the water. I want to see them pour the water in the pitcher. Dave, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. What's oolong tea? I'm gonna Google it. Oolong tea? It says it's a traditional semi-oxidized Chinese tea produced through a process including withering the plant under the strong sun and oxidation before curling and twisting. Most oolong teas, especially those of fine quality, involve unique tea plants. Okay, I don't really see. They didn't really say anything. I think that's how you make tea in general. I think all tea is dried plants. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too hard. You're always worrying about me, Dave. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Dave, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. Black Ops 4 is done downloading. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? You're always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag, and I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolates, candies, that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies were even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I've finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper paper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. No coughing. You cough in 2020 and it's game over. Yuri opens the book with both hands. What is this? What is this angle? This is when I was imagining them reading the book on the floor, I didn't see this. She holds it so that I don't have any harder. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading with it. I don't know why that sounded weird at first. You play Friday Night. What? Friday Night Funkin'? Is that a game? Or is that a PC game? Is that on the PlayStation? Friday. Yeah, you have to be saying a PC game. What the hell was that? What is this? Spring Break 84 clothing pack. Oh, this is Friday the 13th. Friday night. Nope, I don't see anything. Yeah, you gotta be talking about a PC game. Because on YouTube, it doesn't even show this game there yet as a title. It just shows a Doki Doki Literature Club. It doesn't have the plus. The plus is the PlayStation version, which apparently just is DLC and better graphics, but I don't know. I didn't play the original, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop there. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Dave. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. There's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it is. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten even tenser. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another piece of chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I felt her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Dun dun dun! On PC? Yeah, I figured. Yes, I'm guessing. Yeah. Like, this is listed as the PC version, but it's not. It's weird. And yeah, I don't really play PC games, even though I have a gaming PC. So that makes no sense, but yeah, I don't like sitting at a desktop. Yeah, I don't like it. I'd rather sit on the couch and have the TV. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Dave, you can help Yuri put away the tea set stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teapot from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? You see, I feel like I should keep going with the Yuri thing. Like, I feel like the game is... What's the word? I feel like the game... I don't know. I don't think it matters who you pick here. But let's not even risk it. Like, we're going 100%. Like, 100% straight at her. We're making taking no chances. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprising expression on her face. Do you like it? Dave, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Like, see, this dialogue, I can't even explain it. Like, the thing we just saw was like a branch, and then now we're back on the main road part. I don't know. Yeah, I can't even explain it properly. Because she's not referencing what just happened. Like, it's like a whole different person. Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Here's this cursive again. Okay, we're gonna try to read it. Remember, I cannot read cursive. I cannot read it, and I read it perfectly. I can barely read it. Okay, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an... I don't know what that word says. Unordinary? Unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symphony, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glitters in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlov condition. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Yeah, the classic Pavlon? Is that the thing with the dog and the bell? Some old science experiment. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express a way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Dave? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Dave. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a little nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. It's just a moment. Her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem to next? Monika. Hi, David. Hi again, Dave. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share that poem you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature. It's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much information, much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much of herself. But still, defending her like that must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Oh, wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyways. Monika kind of whispers that last part at me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. I'm actually looking forward to reading Natsuki's poem the most. I like her weird poems. And they're simple. And no cursive. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. What does that word say? I can't see the first letter. Cacophony? What is that? I see phony. I don't know what the first four letters are. C-A-C-O? Caco? Cacophony? That doesn't sound right. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking? Squawking? Screeching, piercing. Sine? Cosine? Tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? Aha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like you're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? You never know when you might change your mind. or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip or even... Is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Uh-huh. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's save. Sayori it is. And save the best one for last. Oh, I like this one, Dave. It has some nice feeling to it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. It's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go with my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Yeah? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess a little happy poem. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you hear a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help find the rain cloud. It can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpected. I thought my phone was ringing. Why does it tell me when people go live on TikTok? I used a translator. You've passed it. You played Little Nightmares. Yeah, I played both Little Nightmares. The game is pretty cool. It was very cool, actually. The second one was... I like the second one wasn't trash. Usually, the sequel isn't as good as the first one in most games. But that game was pretty cool. And scary. I mean, not scary, but creepy. Especially the school part. Sayori, that's unexpected poetry. No, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Dave. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Yeah, the game was pretty cool. I liked all the different... I liked every different area, but the school was my favorite. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together with bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and forefingers and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In bottles all in my room. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My stomach empty, My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally, all gone. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In charge, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. The air poems are wild. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was writing my best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerfree. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Wait, I should go to the bathroom now? No, wait, let me finish this. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori makes a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now. The number one rule of going to the bathroom while streaming is never rush because people will think you didn't wash your hands, and never take too long because people will think you're pooping. Okay, Natsuki's turn. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good, but I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Mizuki stopped short of us all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Oh, what are you thinking? Wait, what? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri loves this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Though, what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoved the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Whoa, we can't even read her poem. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Espanol? Do I know Espanol? I took Spanish for 2 years, and I know nothing. Like, nothing at all. You know what's funny? I was trying to figure out why do I not know any Spanish, even though I took it for 2 years? And I think I took it for 3 years. The reason why I don't know any Spanish is because I cheated. I cheated the first 2 years. I cheated the first year 100%. The second one, I sort of cheated. And the third one was just they just passed me just because. Yeah, I don't even almost know what that says. I would say I know more Japanese than Spanish. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are choosing a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori puts it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. 80% Espanol, 10% English. I would say I speak 50% English, 40% Confucian, 5% Japanese, and 5% Spanish. So you know what it is? I wouldn't even say I can speak it. I can hear an Asian person speaking and tell if they're speaking Korean or Japanese. That's it. I don't know about Chinese. You know what it is? I think it's just Japanese and every other Asian language. Like that, I can separate those two. And I think Filipino? Is that a language? Philippines? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can identify someone speaking that language. Like from the words. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't. You didn't already start planning those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask people for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked it. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If you start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club together. Do you want to share that with everyone? Do you share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes for reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have an argument left. Your name is? My name? My name is... What do you mean my name? My username? My YouTube name? Or my government name? My name is JohnCraft37. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So your YouTube name is one name, and the name you just gave is a different name. Is that what you meant? Or my PSN name? I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Thanks everyone. You're the best, Yuki. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflections is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites. Bring the world to life. Is this something she's done before? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amused. Yuri has an intense expression on her face, like I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation? What was that word? Recitation. Okay. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. This... Yuri fires up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches the sheet of paper between her fingers and stands. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri Anxiously Glances at Each of Us. You can do it, Sayori. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first few couple of lines, her voice changes. Her quivering words transform into the sharp symbols of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the swirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she turns. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as she bewildered even herself. What did it say there? Oh, it just said I? Audacity or something? It's the first time... Well, I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard. Oh yeah. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest. Deds? D-E-D-S? Monika? I'm so confused. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri pops out of her chair and carefully walks to the podium. This one is called the Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The room isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's mouth, a voice, almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori's meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Dave liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nice. I keep looking down and just being confused. But it might be that other poem wouldn't work quite as well with the kind of delivery. Oh yeah, I guess there is like a bot in the chat, and what it's doing is it's just reciting words. It's supposed to be doing it on different platforms, but sometimes it like just repeats the same thing more than once. But it'll be like Twitch, show the person's name and then what they said. I don't really understand. In other words, if the poems of yours were the sort of gentle and delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on your reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay, so now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Dave. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Dave lower everyone's standards a little before I can give it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well go get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about that so much. I think it's less about the abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. There's something that improves over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking At Me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a bath. Huh? A breath. I thought it said bath. When she starts reciting the poem, her soul attitude disappears a little. But she's still a little unenthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when she speaks out. It feels like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Whoa! I keep looking down and now I can't read. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. This wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for the other people. But when it's my friends, Just embarrassing. It's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it is... Wait, what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the next festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time when you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably be... Oh, what you're reciting. I should probably find some other poem to recite myself. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all the effort for this club. It makes me really happy. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I think the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It'll be working out really nicely as far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we're first planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always getting home together like this. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Ehe. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice though. Whoa. Oh. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Dave. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I will call Miss Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have happened and changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on my way home. Hey Sayori. Sorry I was spacing out. Yeah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. No. Let's just say that one day Yuri used to walk home with you. Wait, what? So let's just say... Okay. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Yeah? Whoa, whoa. Oh, you know what's funny? When she said the name, I heard it, but I was thinking of her name. So when she said, so let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? I'm gonna pick this one, even though I know I should pick the top one. Let's not trash her. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Yeah? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I always see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Dave. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it so. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and make her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, I can't, like, if someone was to ask me, like, gun to my head, hey, how far into this game are you? I'd be like, I have no idea. I think I'm still in the beginning. I'm probably maybe 10% in after 2 hours, but see, I don't want it to be short, but I definitely feel like there's, like, hella beginning. I just hope I hope it's the same amount of starting stuff, it's the same amount of the middle, and the same amount in the end. I hope it doesn't just all of a sudden stuff starts happening and then the game's over. Dang. We know our wife. Dang. Ah, dude. Okay, I'm gonna say one part I don't like. I don't like the poem parts. I don't like that I have to read all of them. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting with this club, now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're... And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, well, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of schools where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monika, do they usually have the fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event from now on. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's, or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where's Sayori anyway? There you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to anyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispensed and everyone is back at their usual activities. Maybe I should go ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've prepared their festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika. Who is shuffling through some papers on the desk. Dave, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up about Sayori recently? Anything up with her? Is that the way of... Wait, in what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking. You, Dave? You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really likes... Yeah, but she never really liked this. Always talking to me about things that bother her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I was just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll stop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about her well-being, the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll just talk to her myself. Are you sure about that? It seems like she wants to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the first thing on her mind is you, Dave. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that it always has been. You're so funny, Dave. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because it's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. My phone keeps getting notifications, man. I like the game so far. I did not know there was no voiceovers. I mean, I don't mind, but I definitely would prefer if they had voices. It is cool though. Cool. Reading poems is cool. I'm doing air quotes. And favorite girl, we're going in order of best to worst. It's Yuri at the top. Sayori and this girl are like tied for second place, and bottom is Natsuki, the child looking thing. What's it called? The tsundere? Nah, I want no parts. None. I don't care what she looks like. Like the whole attitude thing. No. Yeah. Even in real life, a girl with a horrible attitude. No. I do not care what they look like. You're asking for trouble. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. And she keeps her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's important to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. You see? We got the wife on deck. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little... Wait, you know what? I mean... By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, that I wasn't staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy, did I? I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certain things... What? There are certain... Whoa. Of course, there are certain those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just wanted you to... Oh, I didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I just have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Dave, the world is full of meaning, often hidden beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think this Yuri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. Like my phone keeps flashing, and then I look over and it's literally nothing. Like, I don't even know why it's doing this. Is it Discord? What is this? A text message? Like, it's so distracting. It said restock. And then I'm kind of sort of trying to get a graphics card. Maybe that'll help me play PC games. Come on, load. Sold out. Cap. That was funny. Okay, her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behaviors today too. And I always feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the classroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Oh my, like, I'm this close to just skipping some of this part. Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Like I only care about Yuri's poem. Dave, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious. I don't even think it came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got a chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioned that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri's smile was saddened. Dave, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I've always I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who dissolve the mysteries of life. So, when you understand, wait, so when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about me. I'm not a know-it-all, Dave. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now, when I started sharing it with you, that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. It's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Dave. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to you. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined the club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she smiles as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. And are the poems getting longer, or am I hallucinating? Ghosts under the light. I need something to drink. I need like a water or something. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue light flickers. A lone figure crosses his path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette glows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is that amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me from succumbing to his forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up an understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Oh no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine, I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometime. Yeah, don't worry. I think you did a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and returns to my seat so I can put her poem away. Oh, I return to my seat to put the poem away. Like, I'm assuming eventually we will not be in this classroom. Because I would say for like 90% of this, we've been in this classroom. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki, who should skip, apparently, because she doesn't... Yeah, no thanks. Whoa! You don't even... Next. Who should I show my poem to next? I like this. You just skip. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Whoa! See, this is the bad part. In the beginning, everyone's nice. Everyone's just like, oh. Once you start focusing in on one person, and people start realizing that, you're out. You're out of here, man. Like now, it's like there's no winning because there's only one winning. Before you had like open season on all of them, and then once you started focusing on one, and people started realizing that, now they'll all just starting to back off. So I feel like the best thing to do would be to just lightly go after everyone, or make it seem like that, but you're really focused on one person. I don't know. What do I know? I don't even have a girlfriend. Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Dave. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Hi, Dave. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club, the one thing, but performing in front of, whoa, slow down. Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also be good, would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style has gotten so refined, Dave. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but it's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. She's certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. It's also suspicious, you know? It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the clubhouse, in the clubroom, I said clubhouse, in the clubroom every day, reading that edgy novel with her? Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it'll be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. What? Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. The old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who was found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost, adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything and knows what I am thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of thing that gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of in my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, wouldn't we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah. That. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response, something you put so much effort into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? It's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems today. Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadow of something terrible is about to happen. In your book, maybe. The only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten up the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Whew. That's curious expression coming from Yuri, all of a sudden. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. What the heck was that? I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for yourself, as for myself, I'm going to be painting, or printing, and assembling all the other poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not that at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, can I tell now? Whoa, jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never heard I gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell there are even harder... What? I figured. Slow down. I guess. I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. They may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk to focus on and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, let's just leave you, Dave. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a lot long way to give one of them a hand. Oh, you could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a chance, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Dave may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suitable to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Dave too. What are you saying now? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dave to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So, I'm sure he's interested in... So I'm guessing this is a fork, I guess? It doesn't clearly tell you, but... Like, I think even one's done. So, like, Sayori's thing is, like, GG. But I think even Natsuki's one is GG. I don't even know why she's an option to spend time with. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, geez, can we just settle things already? Yeah. Dave, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Dun dun dun. Can we save here? Alright. Too many save slots. Like, every time I pick any of the other girls for anything, it feels dangerous. It feels like I'm like messing the story up. Like, even just when when Sayori asked if I would walk with Yuri home over her, and I said no, I was like, did I just break the game? Because you never know, man, with these games. It'll be like you were picking one person the whole time, and then one thing you chose was it. That was 90%. It's like when you fail your final or something, and your grade just like drops 2-letter grades, like. So I'm gonna just hard stuck on Yuri. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Dave? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm happy. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I guess your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah. That should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Dave? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I mean at all. Uh, Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the classroom. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Dave picked me. And also, the cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. It's kind of a surprise. Whoa. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I also take it back to Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But, I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. So, I hope you see everyone do their best. But, with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer to go to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it would matter. What the heck? I didn't even see that comment. It was at 10:27. That was like an hour ago. It said, "Oh, weeb s." Alright, continue. It's not like it would matter much either way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Dave. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you feel bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking things. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looked straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. They just skipped everything. They said skip. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri coming to visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't matter much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing about Sayori since she left school early that other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worrying about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Sayori can kick rocks. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri came over. What? Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere in the first floor, so I assume she's upstairs in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Dave. I sit down on the bed. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Oh, I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and wall decoration that she had for years. Now, if you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Why does she know this? Why does she know this? Who told her this? Yeah, but wait, how do you know that? Yeah, what in the world? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Nah, that's Cap. Why does she even know? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares at a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Dave. Huh? Why can't I just be like this? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Ihi? Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happening to you. Or happened. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until now, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Until I know. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Dave. But you're wrong. Nothing happens to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Ihi? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Dave? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? I'm liking these quotes, these inspirational quotes. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me, I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It always felt like I've been betraying... Wait. It always feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. It almost feels. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could have done. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Dave. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to care about that. Wait, it's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it felt like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Dave, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could help is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by the heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve them. Every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her in for a tight embrace. Dave, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I feel happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Dave. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ears. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Dave, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me and returned. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Dave. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori let me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home early. Home yet, jeez. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It would be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you bought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Oh no, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That'll be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She had both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yeah. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmosphere enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty interesting person. Intense? Oh, intense person. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? Makes me feel relieved. And happy and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. So, just relax a little. Relax? Alright. Some things for relaxation. Oh, I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bags. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wood thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that it so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through the body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and puts the switch in the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole at the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion on anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you for? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon, hang them on the doorway of the classroom. Then, we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of eyes passing by the room. It may attract someone to peek inside. It's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Uh-huh. Yuri giggled with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she's feeling from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Dave. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us hard at work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intense pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. There's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Yeah, well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, what is it? I have no reasons to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright, the thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and a feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird about this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? You relax her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Dave, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It would cut through the skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Okay, we're tripping now. I feel her tongue and curl around my finger. Startled, I instantly pulled my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Oh, sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help. Yuri, I think you're overreacting, A little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Dave, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I know that would be a bad idea. Or new. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, they will be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Dave. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respected activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all in one side. We lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it'll be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into the room. Yuri, yes. I come in and see Yuri quickly unraveling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them in the cups. Nothing? Alright, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting from the color from the sunrise, then daytime, sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll create an inspirational quote across the banner. We could hang it on the other side of the podium in front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. He rolls out the banner and kneels on the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots with different colors across the banner, serving as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting and on a banner with watercolor feels a little like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry. It was a little childish. No, I didn't mean it like that. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. What the hell? Thinking that's all it takes for me to be happy. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel the way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles again, gently. I know you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kia! Sorry. Yuri reels back and quickly lifts her head in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have listened. I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you, so it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. No? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in the daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is this aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls back. Sorry, I'm feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movement seems clumsy, so she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. I look at the banner as a whole is very pretty and natural looking. It came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry. It needs a day first. That's true, but wait, that's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do today. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit. No, that's not it. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I'm a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. She doesn't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxing environment. That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Oh, another hello? Why am I seeing these so late? Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It feels that we didn't have much time as we wanted. Because we can do that. Slow down. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Dave. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Eh. What? Hi, Dave. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Dave. I just stopped by to say hi. Dude, we just saw you. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me feel really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Dave? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Dave. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared of that. That I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Dave, I like you so much that I wanted to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my hand. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. What? Oh, brother. This is horrible. You'll always be my dearest friend. Dun dun dun. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me that What? Monika told me the truth. What does that mean? She told me how much happier you seem after joining the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult things right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help things get back to the way they were. I see. Sayori's face smiles through an incredibly painful expression. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. It's just a punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please, Please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Dave. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Crying sounds. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori, I left help. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on her path, that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. I'm going to stop right here at the day of the festival, the start of the festival day. But, yeah, okay, so it was, so as I'm saying, in the beginning, I was like, I still think I'm in like the beginning, and then all of a sudden it just ramped up. Like, I feel like this is the middle, if not towards the end. Like, I thought I was like 10% into the game in the beginning. And then now I'm like, this is like 70% in, probably 80. Like, I can't imagine much else going on after this. But, yeah. Stream over. Dunzo. Wait, let's back out. I'm gonna back out to the, desktop. See if there's more pictures. How do I back out? History? Auto? Settings? Oh, over there. Save one more time. What is that? Choose not to quit. Oh, that's funny. See all these like random trophies, man. Oh, so no, I don't have any more. That's all? Wait, who is that? Oh, this is she looks different here. Oh, maybe because she's not being tsundere. Tsundere, right? Tsundere. All of the poems. She's gonna be like, why do you have Sayori's room set as your wallpaper? That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? If you had your friend's room set as your phone's wallpaper. Your friend's empty